Make me a picture of an avocado.
I'm an avocado.
No, that's an apple. Show me pictures of an avocado.
I'm an avocado.
That's grapes. Show me an avocado.
I'm an avocado. I'm a banana.
Have you ever tried using AI writing tools like ChatGPT or Bard only to find out that they are dumber than a week-old pancake? Today, I'm going to be talking about something very hot in the world of content creation and marketing materials. These tools offer amazing possibilities and I absolutely love them. However, many people abuse them and use them incorrectly. While ChatGPT is powerful, it does have some limitations, and that's what we're going to be covering today. Stay till the end of this video because I'm going to give you an example of how ChatGPT is so stupid that you're going to be laughing your absolute off. So as we know, ChatGPT does have some limitations, and the biggest one in my experience is that it tends to be a little bit repetitive. It can start to become a bit of a parrot. And this is because ChatGPT was trained on AI models which follow strict patterns. So whenever you ask it a question or ask it to produce something, it's going to naturally lean into these patterns as much as possible. It can repeat phrases, words, ideas, and even entire paragraphs using the exact same structure. To combat this, we need to make sure that we are using a very creative prompt and that we are giving very strict parameters that prevent the AI from producing something that we do not want or something that is not real. You might be wondering,
Hey, why does this really even matter?
but if you are producing AI content consistently, not modifying it, and expecting your audience to engage with it, I got news for you. They're going to be very bored and they're going to kind of walk off. They're going to disengage with you because they can easily go to ChatGPT, type in what they want, and get the exact same result that you are producing for them and putting online. There is a subtle nuance to human writing that ChatGPT just cannot replicate. Bard cannot replicate it. And this has to do with burstiness. Humans generally tend to use a mix of bursty sentences when we speak. Some of them are longer, some of them are shorter. We vary what we say. We use tone, we use intonation, we use prosody to help us modify what we are saying and keep people engaged. But if you've ever read something completely produced by ChatGPT, you recognize it can be quite boring and a little bit repetitive. And honestly, when I'm sitting here looking at something made by ChatGPT, I want to scratch my head and say, what in the hell? Who would think that this is completely acceptable to put online? There's something even more important than the repetitive parrot style speaking that ChatGPT can produce, and this is inaccuracies. Somebody recently Googled about cockroaches. If you're not aware, Google recently introduced ChatGPT into their search results, and somebody typed in, "Where do cockroaches live?" And here's the result. What will happen if I don't follow Sean on YouTube? Well, there you go. Got to click subscribe. Follow me now. Otherwise, you're going to wake up tomorrow with cockroaches in your pants. It said that cockroaches were living in their penis. So go ahead and click the subscribe button because I definitely don't want this to happen to you. And as you can see, ChatGPT says, if you don't follow me, this is what's going to happen. Now, if you're working in marketing, occasionally having an error or some incorrect information might not cause that big of an issue. However, what about if you're working for a plastic surgeon or you're working for something in the health industry? The information that you're putting online could mean the difference between somebody living, somebody dying, making a life-changing decision for the right reasons or for the wrong reasons. In these instances, having a mistake can mean the difference between life and death, so we need to be extremely careful with how we are using ChatGPT. So what's the best approach here? What can you do as a writer to ensure that your writing is helped out by ChatGPT so you can produce more content faster? However, also make sure that what you're putting out there is something people want to read and not something incorrect. This is something I see a lot of writers fail to do. You want to use ChatGPT as a starting point to help you create ideas. You want to help it give you different angles so you can produce new content that people want to read. The second, and this is the most important thing, is you absolutely must fact check every single thing that ChatGPT is producing for you. And I know you're probably thinking, but
Sean, ChatGPT can connect to the internet now. It can browse the internet and it can give me information based on a query that I input.
That is true, but as you can see here, here, in every one of these pictures, ChatGPT is still making mistakes. And yes, they are hilarious, but imagine that you are producing something for someone in a high stakes environment. You don't want a mistake like this. You want to have clarity, you want to have factually correct data, and you want to make sure it's not going to affect people's lives in the long run. So always take the time to verify your output, make sure everything is all right. Think of ChatGPT more as an assistant, not so much as a substitute, because at the end of the day, it's a computer. It's never going to be able to replace you as a writer. And on that note, you wouldn't ask an assistant to do everything for you, create all your content, and then not check it over, would you? If you would, you should probably reconsider being a business owner because you're leaving your destiny in someone else's hands. Personally, with my assistant, I go through and check everything, and I make sure it's exactly the way I want it to be before I allow her to post it online. So I'm going to finish off just by saying this. Remember, ChatGPT is a tool. It is only that. But your content should be driven by your unique perspectives. You should tell people how you feel. You should tell people the way you use these tools to enhance your workflow, because at the end of the day, this is the most important to people. They want to see what you are doing, how you get it done, and how these tools enhance your life. So I want to finish this off by saying, don't
use ChatGPT or any other type of AI writing tool to replace your own personal voice.
make sure you're using it to enhance your voice, create content faster, and get more work done. As a matter of fact, I used ChatGPT to help me create a year's worth of newsletters for one of my clients, and they absolutely loved it. And it reduced the time that it took me to create these newsletters from a week down to 3 days, a year's worth of content in 3 days. If this is a prompt that you would like, go ahead and click the link in my description below, and I will give you some of the prompts that I use that have been most successful for me to help me quickly and rapidly create more content that resonates with more people. If you found this video helpful, why not go ahead and give it a thumbs up? And don't forget, if you didn't subscribe, do it, or you're going to wake up with some cockroaches in your pants. Okay, I really hope this doesn't happen. However, I'm just doing this to show you how wrong ChatGPT really can be at times. So go ahead and drop me a comment below. How are you using ChatGPT in your everyday workflow? What are you doing to allow yourself to take advantage of ChatGPT, but make sure that what you're putting out is not a bunch of crap? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's video, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.